Hi guys, welcome to the Delaware State Fair. We are currently standing in front of the Newcastle building, home of the fair's goat department. Did you know that some goats grow beards? That's right. Both male and female goats can grow beards, which is based on their breed. Let's head inside the barn and learn more. Goats were one of the first animals to be domesticated and herded by humans thousands of years ago. Goats, like sheep, are incredibly versatile animals and can be used to produce milk, meat, and hair. In addition, they can also be trained to pull small loads in wagons and carts. Known for being incredibly social, goats have even become popular as pets. Goats are herd animals, so they should be raised with at least one other goat. And anyone who owns goats will tell you that goats are like potato chips. You can't just have one. This social butterfly can even be taught their name and to come when called. Their high level of intelligence and their natural curiosity make them a fun addition to any farm or backyard. Depending on when you visit the fair, you will be able to see meat goats, dairy goats, and pygmy goats. Due to the number of goats that are exhibited at the fair, the goats split their time over 10 days. The first group of goats we're going to visit during our tour are the meat goats. The most common breed of meat goat in the barn is the Boer goat, which is from South Africa. Boer means farmer in Dutch, which is the language of the first group of Europeans to settle the area that is now Cape Town, South Africa. Boer goats are a large breed of goat, with mature bucks or males used for breeding weighing up to 350 pounds. Does or female goats can weigh up to 250 pounds. Regardless of their colors, one distinct characteristic that all Boers have is their Roman nose, which is slightly curved down from their horns instead of sticking straight out like other goat breeds. When the meat goats leave, the dairy goats and the pygmy goats get their time to shine. The dairy goats are used for, well, you guessed it, milk production. There are so many different breeds of dairy goats in the barn. These include the tiny Nigerian dwarfs, Oberhasli, La Manchas, Sainans, and the Nubians. Nigerian dwarfs can produce 2 quarts of milk a day, which is often higher in butterfat and protein than the milk from larger breeds. Oberhasli are larger dairy goats that weigh about 125 pounds as adults, so they're noticeably bigger than the Nigerian dwarfs. The Oberhasli originated in Switzerland. This breed has ears that stick out from their heads, making them look like they're always alert. The Oberhasli does can produce up to 2,000 pounds of milk over one lactation cycle, making them a popular breed for milk production. The Nigerian dwarf and the Oberhasli are so popular here at the fair that they even have their own designated classes in the Dairy Goat Show. During your walk through the barn, you may see some of the other breeds of dairy goats that fall under the all other purebreds category, including but not limited to the La Manchas, Sainans, and Nubians. The La Manchas are pretty recognizable because they look like they're missing a very important part of their body. Any guess as to which part it is? It's their ears. Instead of having large earlobes like other breeds of goats, the La Mancha has tiny little flaps instead. Sainans are the Holstein of the dairy goat world and produce more milk overall than any of the other dairy breeds. Nubians are another breed you can easily spot in the barn. They are best known for their long, speckled ears. Nubians are used mostly for dairy production in the United States. They produce a ton of butterfat in their milk, making it suitable for making goat cheese. During the dairy show, the goats are evaluated on their udder quality, the size and shape of their bodies, and their general appearance, including their head, back, shoulders, feet, and legs. These physical characteristics are good indicators of how productive a dairy goat will be. Goat milk is comparable to dairy milk when it comes to how nutritious it is, containing similar levels of protein, fat, and vitamins. For those who cannot drink cow's milk due to lactose intolerance, goat milk is a good option because it contains less lactose and is easier to digest. Last but certainly not least are the pygmy goats. They are friendly, spunky little goats that many of us have as pets. Their small size and big personalities make them a favorite year after year. Pygmy goats were originally bred for meat and milk production, but in the United States, most people keep them as companion animals. This short, stocky little goat typically has a dark gray coat, but can be a lighter brown color. Bucks weigh between 60 and 80 pounds, and does weigh 50 to 75 pounds. Remember how I said that goats can grow beards? Well, the pygmy is a breed that does just that. Bucks grow long, luscious chin hair, while the does can sometimes grow sparse, thin beards. The best thing about a pygmy goat is their personality. They are friendly, curious, affectionate, and love to be the center of your attention. If you're looking for a perfect addition to your family, a couple of pygmy goats may be right up your alley. I hope you enjoyed your trip to the Newcastle and Simpson buildings while enjoying the goats here at the fair. Be sure to visit the other barns to see the cows, horses, poultry, and rabbits, sheep, and pigs. And thank you for visiting the Delaware State Fair.